You're watching Ticket TV. Like, share, and subscribe on your way in.
Chat, what up, everybody? Salute for y'all tapping on in. Y'all already know what's up, man. We gonna get right into this video, you guys. Like, share, and subscribe. If you guys haven't already, make sure y'all share the video. Follow us on all social medias on Kick, X, Facebook, TikTok, everywhere. The links are all in the description box below. And I want to give a special shout out to everybody who's been supporting the channel, the content, the network, all the things we've been putting out, man. I really appreciate y'all, man. Waking up or just going through the day and seeing people supporting the channel like y'all been supporting, man. I appreciate it, man. I want to shout out to the brother Dexter, man. I also want to shout out to the sister Alicia. I appreciate you. Alicia Morning, salute to you in the Cash App with the donation. Y'all been sending a lot of love, man. I appreciate that. Y'all don't have to, especially, you know what I'm saying, in the time we in, man. But I appreciate everybody that be supporting the channel and the network, man. Also, Rashard Grant, salute to you, brother, with that donation. They have threatened this white man's life. Now, I heard my boy Town talking about this last night. I had seen this guy the other day, and then I went back, I looked online, man. They have threatened this guy's life, bro. They have threatened this white guy's life. This video that I'm about to show you guys, it went viral on social media. And now they've threatened to take this guy out. He's got racist, and he has gotten people who are supporting the Austin Metcalfs side. And I'm going to tell y'all something, to be honest with y'all, ever since Metcalf's daddy went on that rant and started talking racist in that rant, it have turned more people up. That his rant did nothing but incite more negativity by him saying the things he said. Because at the end of the day, Karmelo Anthony's parents did not go on no racist rant against him. You understand what I'm saying? The way it's two things you can think. People are running around saying, "Hey, man, he's a murderer. He meant to," and then some people saying, "Bro, he didn't mean to do it as an act. He didn't mean to kill that guy. He acted in self defense. What he thought, and he just did it. He shouldn't have did it, but he didn't try to kill that guy. He didn't think he was going. I'm gonna take this guy's life." So you have a lot of people that's arguing the points of this case. One side is on one side, another side is on another side. Another side is taking a hardcore lane. But then you have a very few people like this right here, Texas Paul. You have a very few people like this guy right here who says, nah, I'm going to keep it real. Because this guy, he saw what happened with George Zimmerman. He saw George Zimmerman go up to an unarmed black man. The police tell him, leave him alone. Do not approach that black man. George Zimmerman refused police orders, approached that black man, decided that he was going to interact and engage with that black man, right? And in turn, got into a scuffle, pulled out a blicky, and unalived that unarmed black man. That's exactly what happened. And now the black man was not alive, and the lady from the jury, she went online. They had a video. They interviewed one of the ladies that was on his jury, and they asked her, why didn't you find him guilty of murder? And she said, and I quote, because I went by the law. That's what she said. She said, I went by the law. Point blank, period. She said, I went by the law, y'all. That's what she said. That's what she said. Right? So, and I'm going to show y'all that today after this. So, how does the law change for one person versus another person? But we're going to go to this guy first, right? And that is this brother right here on your screen, Texas Paul. And Texas Paul, he seemed like he don't care what nobody say. He stood on what he said. And now they threatening, and y'all can go see it. Y'all ain't got to just ask me. All y'all got to do is go look at all them racist ass comments from the racist threatening, talking about what they should do to him now. And I told y'all, when that boy went outside that courthouse and he incited a violent situation and said that if the jury do not find Karmelo Anthony guilty, they were going to take it into their own hands. I told y'all, bro, you think he was playing? You think them dudes was playing? What you think they would have did to somebody? That's why I told y'all, when you look at that judge, when you look at the lawyer for Karmelo Anthony, everybody said, yo, Ticket, the lawyer for Karmelo Anthony, man, you know, I told y'all first he was shady. I was the first one who said it during the trial. I said, bro, I don't trust him. But at the same time, I had to be honest with everybody listening to this video. When I thought about it, I was upset because he didn't recuse himself and remove himself from that case. But I also feel like since he was hired, he wasn't going to turn down that bread in that level of a case. And I felt like he felt like it was a duty for him to stay on that case. That's what I personally feel like, because I feel like the fact that he did not ask for a change of venue, that's going to open this boy up to a whole new trial by itself. But because his parents had to move and it was documented that their lives were threatened, that right there alone is grounds for change of venue. But I'm going to say this right here. He got to live down there. Mike, that lawyer, he know all of the situations that have gone down there in Collin County, Texas. For the last 20 years, he know all of the discrepancies. He's been in the same court as that judge. He's been against that same DA. That judge, they have been down there for years. He got to live down there. The same thing with all those witnesses. Everybody said, well, all the witnesses lie on the stand. Let me tell y'all something. They got to live down there. Y'all got to understand them youngins got to live down there. Their parents got to live down there. That's why he needed a change of venue. These are the things that Karmelo Anthony parents, and I hope and pray that Drew and them hear this, they need to bring all of this up. You're not going to get a fair trial because all of the witnesses in the case, they had a reason to lie. They have to live down there. The lawyer might not fight the hardest that he need to fight on every single situation because the mandate was already in. This boy going to be found guilty. And guess what? Imagine if Mike Howard would have got Karmelo Anthony off on that case. Bro, his life would have been in danger too. You think they was going to let him slide, being that he was a white lawyer defending a black boy and got him off down there? Man, let me tell you something. They would have put him under all kind of pressure, bro. So now you see it right here with the brother right here on your screen, Texas Paul. Now let's get to him. And I want you to hear what he had to say because they are all online. TikTok, X. I'm talking about they threatened to do him all kind of dirty, bro. Filthy. And I was like, damn, bro. Like, they really own it like that. They really own it like that. They want him bad. I'm going to play with y'all because he said this. A white man said this.
If Karmelo Anthony had been white, not only would he have not been convicted, there'd have never been charges. This is old Texas Paul. Hope your coffee's as good as mine. Well, I hope it's better. I really do. Whole thing was a goddamn tragedy, and it was started by the kid that died.
Now, listen right here. Listen what he said. This is a white dude saying this. They want his helmet. I can show you the comments, but YouTube will probably take the video. If I show y'all those comments, YouTube will probably take the video. If I go back and show you all those comments I seen online under that video that did over millions of views. They're like 2 or 3 million views. On TikTok, woof, bro, X, oh my Jesus. Him saying that, boy, them racist blood was boiling underneath that comment section. They want him on a platter, and this is sad. But listen to what he said again.
If Karmelo Anthony had been white, not only would he have not been convicted, there'd have never been charges. This is old Texas Paul. Hope your coffee's as good as mine. Well, I hope it's better. I really do. Whole thing was a goddamn tragedy, and it was started by the kid that died.
Now, that other comment, they ticked off about that too, where he said, man, the Metcalf boy, they the one started it. Because everybody been pushing the narrative that it was Karmelo went over there looking for trouble. But Texas Paul say, man, them boys the ones that started it. Play it again. I'm telling y'all this right now.
But if Carmelo Anthony had been white and the other kid had been black, uh, these same people that are calling Carmelo Anthony a murderer would be celebrating him all over social media.
Now, how do we know that's facts? How do we know that's facts? George Zimmerman. George Zimmerman. I'm going to bring the evidence to y'all today. George Zimmerman. Let me say it again. How do we know the fact that what he said right there, that little comment right there, he said that if it was reversed, bro, they was just doing that shit with Chud the Builder when he almost caught a body out there against an unarmed man at the courthouse. Go look at the commentary for Chud. They raised Chud the Builder $250,000. They raised Chud the Builder. They raised Chud the Builder $300,000. And I thank God something didn't pop off outside that courthouse. And I'm telling y'all something. Because one of our brothers, he got arrested out there. I didn't even know this. One of our brothers, he was armed out there. I'm finna show y'all. One of the black men out at the courthouse, the one that got into it, he was in a lot of the videos, you guys. He was armed and they arrested him. Right? Now, they arrested him on the same charge that James Harden was just arrested on. I'm finna show y'all this right now. Now, nobody saw this. Fox News reported this. And that stone cold racist, what's that boy's name? The stone cold racist that goes by the name of not Jake Lang. The stone cold racist Jake Lang, he brought this up. He says, "Oh man, they gave me $1 million bail." But the black dude, the people was prepared down there for whatever was gonna pop off. They was prepared, and I got more video to show y'all too. But they was prepared for whatever was gonna pop off down there. Now, let me show y'all this. Hold on. Let me show y'all this before we finish this dude video, because I'm finna show y'all. That's why I told y'all where everybody was like, "Oh, I think it ain't nothing gonna happen." Man, y'all people crazy as hell. When Jake Lang went down there with a bulletproof vest on, man, bro, let me tell you something. If they would have got the wrong people, read that right there. See, Fox News put that out, y'all. Remember that guy that was jumping? Now, again, watch this right here. One of the men from the viral standoff outside of the Karmelo Anthony murder trial has been arrested. I didn't even know this. It says Jerome Winston Parker has been taken into custody on an outstanding warrant for an alleged, now he had an outstanding warrant, right? For an alleged unlawful carrying of a weapon. Now, they said some other people, brothers, was out there ready for whatever too. Now, they said some of the brothers from the Black Panthers was out there. Now, Jake Lang, he tried to say, "Hey, man, them dudes," you know what I'm saying? Now, listen, they said, police say the charges stemmed, right, from an alleged incident in the courthouse parking lot during trial-related activities on June the 6th. He remains in custody on a $1,000 bond, right? So Fox News reported this. Nobody saw that. Fox News reported that shit was cracking that whole time out there at that courthouse, right? Now, let's get back to this. Just so y'all seen that story right there that a lot of people didn't even see, right? Now, let's get back to this guy right here. So what he said was, play it again. House of Hypocrites. I see you, dog. Salute.
These same people that are calling Carmelo Anthony a murderer would be celebrating him all over social media as standing up.
Now, he's not lying, because all you got to do is, and I can show you every single video on social media when George Zimmerman verdict came down. All you got to do is go look in the comment section. They all were celebrating George Zimmerman. He murdered an unarmed black man who had a bag of Skittles on him, y'all. And they celebrated that. And let me say it again. This is why I make that so important. That boy, they told him, leave that boy alone. The cops told him this. Don't approach him. He still approached him. He caught a body and they celebrated him. These are facts. They celebrated and huddled around Chud the Builder. Celebrated him when he tried to kill a black man outside. He had a gun outside the courthouse and shot 7 times. That was and he told you he was going to try to murder somebody. They celebrated him. All these white folks came out and celebrated him. How many white folks did you see? It was a few. I will say this, but it was nowhere near the amount that was celebrating Chud. They rallied behind him and filled that damn courthouse when he went to have his bail hearing or his bond hearing. And these are facts. He fired 7 shots. He was shooting so much, he shot his damn self. That's attempted murder, bro. You talking about a kid that ain't have no criminal history whatsoever. How he know how to catch a body, man? He wasn't used to any of that stuff, man. He wasn't no criminal, nobody popping off. He wasn't no gang member, stuff like this. But now they want to unalive this brother right here on the screen. And that's why I told y'all, when everybody said ticket, man, all them white folks racist. Nah, I don't believe that, brother. I don't believe that. I don't believe all white folks are racist. I don't believe that. That's why I take it a case-by-case basis. I said, if you racist with me, I have no respect for you. If you respect me and my people, I respect you. This man right here on your screen, honorable man. And when you see honorable people, hey, man, listen, you see somebody that's going to tell the truth, I'm not going to sit out here and demonize somebody that says, hey, man, look, this is not a fair system. This is not a fair system. And I showed y'all why. Let's keep going. Let's keep going.
These same people that are calling Karmelo Anthony a murderer would be celebrating him all over social media as standing up. Yeah. Young man, 14-year-old man by the name of Carmack Belton was his last name. Was chased down in South Carolina. Chased. The guy had to chase him and shot him in the back. Guy that shot him was white. Belton was black. That jury said self-defense.
See, this guy know his shit. He's studying cases. He's studying cases. He bringing you up cases. He bringing, because see, some people, they're not born, they don't have that in their spirit, right? Some people, they don't have that racist mentality in their spirit. And those type of people, listen, you can't shit on those type of people. I'm sorry, I refuse to. A man like this, because let me tell you something. Do you not know the position he's putting himself in? You have a white man in a seriously racially charged case standing against racist white people who have tried to demonize a 3.7 GPA black boy and say, oh, man, and now they're mad at him because he's called out the hypocrisy in the justice system. I'm sorry, you cannot shit on people like this. You can't. He's out here. He's literally putting his life on the line. Let me tell y'all this. Y'all don't know how real this shit is. He's literally putting his life on the line. You think them racists gonna roll with a guy like this saying this type of stuff? That is treason in their eyes. And if you don't believe me, take your ass and look at his viral videos and look down in them comments and see what they saying to this dude. They want his ass on a platter for saying what he's saying.
Because he was white. The only reason Karmelo Anthony was convicted was because we are a broken, fucking bigoted country.
See? Now you got white people that's willing to call out racism in America. Y'all lost your damn mind if you're not, I'm going to say it again. You don't lost your damn mind if you are not going to understand that you have a white man that's willing to stand against white supremacy, racism, bigotry, and put his life on the line. Bro, this dude can stand, he can eat at my table every day of the week. He can eat at my table every day of the week. Because I'm going to tell you something, especially down deep in the racist South, to stand on that shit and say it with your chest out and your face out and say who you are, he identified who he was. Peep game now. Listen to what he said. How many white folks do y'all hear out here all the time come in public, putting their name on it, in the height of this type of shit, calling out racism and bigotry? Come on, bro. Let's just be honest about that. See, if he was the judge, you have a whole different situation now. You have a whole different situation now. Because he understands both dynamics. Think about what I just said. Right? Think about what I just said. So now they want to kill Texas Paul. And I'm not lying. Y'all go look online. Look at the comments, bro. They threaten this man's life. I said, man, this shit is crazy, bro. And that's exactly what Jake Lang told y'all outside the courthouse. He said, if they don't find Karmelo Anthony guilty, we're going to handle it ourselves. And that's why I told y'all that lawyer, if that lawyer, let me say this to y'all. If the lawyer he got, because remember, that's a local lawyer. If that lawyer won that case and got Karmelo off, his life would have been in danger. Him and his whole family would have had to move. I promise y'all that. They would have told that whole city. I promise y'all. That lawyer, all of them, that judge, the DA, the assistant DA, all of them. If they didn't get that case, I'm telling y'all this. It would have been real bad.
And Karmelo Anthony was black. Any other way you slice this, it would have been self-defense. We are that fucking broken.
Try to tell you.
If Karmelo Anthony had been white, not only would he have not been convicted, there'd have never been charges. This is Old Texas Paul. Hope your coffee's as good as mine. Well, I hope it's better. I really do. Whole thing was a goddamn tragedy, and it was started by the kid that died. But if Karmelo Anthony had been white and the other kid had been black, these same people that are calling Karmelo Anthony a murderer would be celebrating him all over social media as standing up. Yeah. Young man, 14-year-old man by the name of Carmack Belton was his last name. Was chased down in South Carolina. Chased. The guy had to chase him and shot him in the back. Guy that shot him was white. Belton was black. That jury said self-defense because he was white. The only reason Karmelo Anthony was convicted was because we are a broken, fucking bigoted country, and Karmelo Anthony was black. Any other way you slice this, it would have been self-defense. We are that fucking broken.
And now they want him out of here because he said that. And I'm finna tell y'all something, chat. I had another video I saw, and I was very, very saddened when I saw this video yesterday. I forgot if I actually kept this video, but I'm gonna tell you guys, I was very saddened to see this video I saw down there at the trial. Yeah, I actually have it right here. Hold on, you guys. I'm gonna put this video up for y'all. I was very saddened, and this video is gonna make a lot of you guys very angry when I'm gonna put it on the screen for you guys. This video made me so angry that this happened down there. And I didn't even know this happened till afterwards. I'm going to show y'all right now. So apparently Karmelo Anthony's family was down there, and they had on, all of them had on purple. Now, I guess that's his favorite color, they were saying. So they were all gathered outside of the courthouse. And this is ironic. This is very ironic because they were all gathered outside the courthouse under a tent, under two tents, by themselves in an isolated area, right? And I'm finna show y'all what I'm talking about right now. Finna show y'all this. Because this wasn't nothing but the devil's work right here. What I'm about to show y'all. Let me send this. Let me put this to the screen. I'm gonna put this to the screen, you guys. I'm gonna make sure we get this to the screen. This was nothing but the devil's work. Let's see. Okay, here it is right here. Let me see if I can open it for you guys. And I seen this guy talking about this, right? Let me share this on my screen for you guys. This is just horrible, bro. Let me make this bigger. I'm going to show you guys this. Now, the family was down there minding their own business. Now, think about this. They're under a tent, right? And the irony that this guy would come up and do this. I don't know why my screen is acting slow like this. It's acting slow. Now, here we go right here, y'all. Now, watch what happens. Now, look. He see that they all got Carmelo Anthony t-shirts on. But he going to go over there effing with these people. Talking about, oh, y'all support Carmelo? Y'all support Carmelo? Now watch this. He done took a whole cameraman over there with him. Now watch this, y'all. Now, see? Can y'all hear that? Let me know in the comment section if y'all can hear that. Can y'all hear what he said? Can y'all hear what he said? Everybody in the comment section, let me know if y'all can hear the video. Because I'm about to prove a point to y'all. It was no sound? Hold on. I'm about to make sound. Y'all got to hear this. Y'all got to hear this. Hold on, y'all. Y'all got to hear this. I'm making sound right now. Hold on. I'm making sound right now. I promise you I'm making sound. I'm making sound right now. I'm making sound right now. Just give me 1 second, chat. I'm going to make sure y'all hear this sound. Let me put this up here for y'all. Just give me 1 second. I know exactly what I'm going to do. All right. Okay. All right, here we go. Let me see. Hold on. All right, there we go, right there. All right, as soon as it gets up, I'm going to play that for y'all. We're going to come back to that in just a second. We're going to go to this. We're going to go to this. And I want y'all to see this. So this lady right here, now I was telling y'all this, the other one's loading up, so I'm going to go to this first. This was the lady right here for the George Zimmerman. She was one of the jurors for the George Zimmerman trial. She was one of the jurors, right? Now, this lady right here on your screen, she said, man, I was fighting. She said, I was fighting all the rest of the jurors. Now, and this is why, I'm going to say this again to y'all. This is why the jury selection was important. You had to get all the black jurors off. If you didn't get all the black jurors off, you have nobody to stand up against. But she folded in the end. She said she felt pressured and she folded. She broke down crying on TV because she said she wanted to vote him for second-degree murder. But she says that she felt like she was pressured by all the other jurors, and she ended up changing her vote because she says that by law that George Zimmerman didn't break the law. Now listen, I want y'all to listen to what she said again. She says by law by law. All right. So now listen to what she said, you guys.
B29. Her name is Maddie. She didn't want her full name revealed, but she wanted to tell her story. And as you'll see, not in shadow, not in disguise. She is a 36-year-old mother of 8 and works full-time as a certified nurse's aide. She's of Puerto Rican descent. She lived in Chicago and moved to Florida just a few months before the jury was selected. Her attorney, David Chico, also joined us, and it was important to Maddie to express what it was like to sit on that jury. Take us into the deliberations. You've heard all the evidence. You've heard the closing arguments, all of that. You go into the room for the first time together as a group. Did you take a vote right away to see where you stand?
No, I didn't take a vote.
What was your first vote?
My first vote was second-degree murder.
And many people are wanting to know, how did you go from, in 9 hours, from feeling he was guilty of second-degree murder to not guilty?
It was hard. A lot of us that wanted to find something bad, something that we could connect to the law, because all 6 of us, well, let's not speak for all 6 of us, but for myself, he's guilty because the evidence shows he's guilty.
He's guilty of
killing Trayvon Martin. But we couldn't prove that intentionally.
Now, listen to what she said. She says, by the evidence, he's guilty because he killed Trayvon Martin. But she says, we couldn't prove his intent. Does this not sound like what people are saying about Karmelo Anthony? How can you prove an intent of a person that's not a thug, that's not a gangster, that never been in a bad situation ever, hadn't been in no fights, hadn't been in anything? So you will have to prove that he intended to murder Austin Metcalf. That's the point. The point is not, did he unalive Austin Metcalf? The point is, by law, did he intend? That's the whole difference between first-degree murder, second-degree murder, manslaughter. Right there. See, I don't miss. When I check stuff out, y'all, I do not miss. I don't miss. Ever. I promise y'all this. I don't miss. Check it out again. What she said. Let's play it. Because I want y'all to get an understanding of what she said. Listen very closely, ladies and gentlemen. This is very important what she said.
Killed him. And that's the way that the law, because the evidence shows he's guilty.
He's guilty of
killing Trayvon Martin. But we couldn't prove that intentionally
that he intentionally killed him.
And that's the way that the law was read.
That's the way the law is read. You have to prove that Karmelo Anthony intended to kill Austin Metcalf. That is the point. That is the point. That changes everything. Now, I'm finna show y'all. Because once you see that comment section, and what was said in that comment section, what else are we talking about? Because I'm gonna pop out and show y'all. Right? I'm gonna pop out and show y'all. Let me put it on here. Hold on, you guys. Hold on. I'm about to show y'all. Right? Let me see. Hold on 1 second, you guys. Hold on. How in the hell did I pop that off? Hold on, you guys. Oh, okay. I think this other one's ready. Oh, no. It's almost ready. It's almost ready. So, this is the one I want to show y'all right here. Hold on, you guys. Y'all just give me 1 second, get it right. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. Put this on y'all screen. Now, this was the comment section after the George Zimmerman verdict. Let me show y'all. This was the verdict, the George Zimmerman trial verdict. Y'all see it right here on y'all screen. The George Zimmerman trial verdict. Y'all see it right there, right? Everybody see it. Everybody see your screen, right? The George Zimmerman trial verdict. Now watch this. Look at the comments. Look at the comments. Oh man, those beautiful words. Oh, let me put this down so y'all can see it. Oh man. Oh no, let me just move this. F it. Let me just move this. Oh man, those beautiful words. You have no further business with this court. This is what people were saying when George Zimmerman was found not guilty. I'm finna show y'all this. You can't clam the Zim Zam. They celebrating this now. Wow, he was just cut loose, eh? No further business with the court. I bet he a happy man at night. Look at all these comments. Where is all of them? I'm gonna show y'all this again. And to the person in the comment who said, Tiki, Texas has manslaughter. Manslaughter was on the docket for Karmelo Anthony. The judge put manslaughter on the docket. So you can't say manslaughter was not on the docket. Manslaughter was on the manslaughter is accidental death. That's what manslaughter is. Manslaughter is accidental. That's when you don't mean to kill someone, but they die. That is a much lesser charge than first degree or second degree murder. You're trying to say somebody intended versus, and here's the thing. If they would have had that he had a gangster background, he was a thug, he was all of these things, y'all win. Y'all got me. Now look at this right here, y'all. Look at this person. This ain't nothing but the cold devil. The moral of the story is don't start fights. You don't know where it will end. Deal with it. What do you mean? The person who started the fight was George Zimmerman. But they try to make it seem like Trayvon Martin started the fight. Do you see where I'm coming from? So look at the reaction from all of these people, right? Kent Zimmerman. Look at this now. Look at this, y'all. They were celebrating this man, killing an unarmed black man that the cops told to leave alone. Celebrating. But they talking about, oh man, y'all happy that boy Karmelo, that Austin got murdered? No, we ain't happy. But we not happy that boy got railroaded in the trial. Period. Cut it out, man. So imagine this, y'all. Imagine the cops tell you, leave him alone, and you still F with him. Murder him and then walk away, and people celebrate you. But then they want to talk about, oh, y'all ain't got no heart. When the tables is reversed, they're going to talk about we ain't got no heart for the other side. Are you crazy? I'm showing y'all all the comments on how they felt with George Zimmerman. The cops told him, yo, leave that boy alone. Don't bother him. He still went and bothered him, killed them, and then everybody celebrated. But y'all sitting up here talking about some, now y'all want to move the goalposts. Now. Right? This is what I'm talking about. Now let's go to this, y'all. Now, this is the situation, ladies and gentlemen, that I'm telling y'all about that happened with Karmelo Anthony's family. Now, this is diabolical right here. This right here is diabolical. Look at this, y'all. So Karmelo Anthony's family under the tent. Perfect situation. And what I tell everybody on this YouTube channel, by law, that is a public area, right? Public area. So by law, anybody is welcome in an area by law. You cannot physically remove a person. And the white guy he's actually going to make the case for Carmelo Anthony, even though he's trying to be funny by bothering these people. Now watch this right here. Watch what happened, y'all. This was crazy.
You see this video?
Tell me if y'all can hear that. Can y'all hear that? Y'all press 1 in the comments if y'all can hear that, because it's important y'all hear this. Because when y'all hear what this white dude say, it's going to, I'm telling you right now, I'm finna show you. I can show you better than I can tell you. If y'all can hear what I just played, press 1. Let me play it again.
Now, this is a clear example of how Carmelo Anthony caught that case. This is what thugs do. This
Now
is
watch
what
this,
bullies
y'all.
do.
Watch what he do.
They see black
That's Carmelo
people
family right there.
chilling
Watch
under
what
a
he do.
tent, and they come and harass black people and provoke black people. They never mind their business. They come looking for trouble.
Now, the role is reversed. The black folks under the tent minding their business. The white guy comes over and start asking questions. He see they got Carmelo Anthony t-shirts on, but you gonna say, oh, yeah, y'all support Carmelo? They're like, yeah, you got to get out of here. He like, what you mean I got to get out of here? Why? It's a free country. That's what we saying about Carmelo Anthony being under the tent in a public area. But when the shoe was on the other foot, this is what I'm talking about. Here you go right here, y'all.
When we're just minding our business, here comes the thug and the bullies. This is what happened.
Carmelo, you guys support Carmelo? Yes?
Yes.
Yes? We're just here with press just to record and talk to you guys and see what's going on. Okay. Okay. It's a free country. You're in public.
It's a free country. You're in public. I swear to God, bro. Y'all don't understand this? Do y'all not understand this? So when Carmelo Anthony was sitting under the other tent, it's a free country and he's in public. But now this white man is going to tell them, yo, it's a free country. We're in public. They're telling him, bro, we don't want you to bother us. Leave us alone, man. Go on over there, man. We his family. We support him. Go over there. This is what I'm telling y'all. It's clear as day. I want y'all to see this. Once again, this is the entire point that I told y'all. Legally, and this proves everything. This is outside the courthouse. Legally, in a public area, a person cannot physically remove you from an area. They have to call the authorities. And what did this guy do? He walks up to their tent and says, I have a legal right to be here. That's exactly what he did. So why doesn't Carmelo Anthony have the same legal right to be under the tent when it's and the difference was it was pouring rain in that day? That's the question. Now, let's play it again, and I'm going to let it go through so y'all can see the hypocrisy in America. Let's roll it. Let's roll it.
Carmelo, you guys support Carmelo? Yes?
Yes.
Yes? We're just here with press just to record and talk to you guys and see what's going on. Okay. Okay. It's a free country. You're in public.
It's a free country. You're in public. It's a free country, right? Okay.
Okay. Well, you're in public. I'm just asking. Yeah.
Bitch, go!
Whoa.
Hey, move the camera, bro.
Now listen. Now watch this, y'all. Watch this.
Free speech.
Watch this, y'all. Watch this. Nobody pushed him. Nobody pushed him. Nobody pushed him. Nobody pushed him. Carmelo Anthony got pushed. Say it again. He walked up to their tent and say it's a free country. But it's not free when Carmelo Anthony wants to sit underneath the tent in the pouring rain in a public area. Now it's not a free country. Legally, let me repeat myself again. Legally, no person can physically remove you from a public area. That's illegal. They can ask you to leave. That's legal. But they cannot put their hands on you. The instant they push you or put their hands on you, that is assault. Look up the law. So this guy, this white man, he goes up to the tent of the black folks. It's a reverse situation, right? Now think about what would have happened, y'all, if the black folks would have pushed the white dude. What y'all think would have happened? What y'all think would have happened? And I'm glad I saw this video, because this video improved the whole point. This man, he said he used the free country situation, right? It's a free country. Yeah, I got laws. I can be anywhere. Okay, cool. So it was not illegal for Karmelo Anthony to be sitting under a tent in a public area. If they had a problem, all you do is go get the teacher, go get the coach. That's it. That's it. You don't take it into your own hands. Listen again. This is why I try and show y'all. All this stuff, I don't miss nothing, y'all. He going messing with these people's family. And think about this, y'all. This is how diabolical this cat was. This is how demonic and diabolical this guy was. He did that shit after the verdict. He knew they was on red hot, nigga. He did that shit after the verdict. The family was like, hey, we don't respect the verdict, man. Come on, get out of here, man. Leave us alone, man. They already over there minding their own business. This is what you call absolute devilish demonic work. To go over there, and then you're going to use the same thing that y'all use against Karmelo to fight for yourself. Make it make sense. Go look it up, y'all. Karmelo Anthony, legally, this is not ticket. This is not white. This is not black. This is not no color, no race, no creed, no nothing in America. Legally, the Metcalfs had no reason to put their hands on Karmelo Anthony, because that is assault. They could ask him to leave, but when you touch him and push him or put your hands on him, that is legally assault, because you cannot remove a person from an area that's a public space. Private space, that's different. But that school track was public grounds. It's public school. That's public grounds. Same thing out here in this area right here. This is a public area. Don't y'all see? Even though they was mad, I want to show y'all, even though they was mad, even though they was mourning right now, they still did not physically assault this white man. They did not put their hands on that white man and push him. They said, hey, man, look, we don't want you to come over here, bro. He kept insisting. He kept insisting. Now, listen why I told y'all this, right? Listen why I told y'all this, right? And a lot of people are acting like they don't understand what we're saying. We're not saying that, hey, Karmelo Anthony did not unalive Austin Metcalf. We're saying he did not intentionally do that. He did not intend to kill that boy. He is not a killer. You can't prove he's a killer. Nothing in his history, nothing in his past says he's a thug, gangster, bad person, bad student. They couldn't find any of that. Not been in fights, none of that. Right? That's just like if you push somebody, they fall down the stairs and die, you might not have meant to kill them. It was an accident. Right? These things happen all the time. You might hit somebody with a chair. You ain't trying to kill him, but you might be trying to get him up off you. You might not be a good fighter. Right? Think about what I'm saying to y'all. So this is why I tell y'all the situation's reversed. They respected this man and did not violate this man, even though he came over there effing with them after the verdict. Play it again, ticket.
People, they never mind their business. They come looking for trouble. When we're just minding our business, here comes the thug and the bullies. This is what happened.
Karmelo, you guys support Karmelo? Yes?
Who do y'all support?
Yes? We're just here with press just to record and talk to you guys and see what's going on. Okay. Okay. It's a free country. You're in public. You're in public. Okay.
It's a free country. You're in public.
I'm just asking. Yeah.
They don't want to be recorded, bro.
Whoa.
Hey, move the camera, bro. They don't want to
It's
be
free
recorded,
speech.
bro.
It's free speech. Why are you throwing stuff at us? Yeah, why are you throwing stuff at us? What the hell is that? All right, well, they're throwing water bottles at us while we're recording. By the way, there's signs right here that says self-defense is not a crime. Karmelo Anthony should do no time. And there's also this sign right here says hands off. And this sign says we stand with you. I believe it's about Karmelo as well. And you'll see a picture right here of Karmelo Anthony. These are pictures probably from his Instagram. Self-defense is not a crime. So that's basically with the tensions being high here. You can see, I mean, we're not here to support anybody, but we're already having things thrown at us.
You're not here to support anybody, but you effing with that family. You effing with that family when they told you they didn't want to be bothered. And then you say, oh, no, we in a public space. It's a free country. What are you talking about, guys? It's a free country. So if it's a free country, why wasn't it a free country for Karmelo Anthony to sit by himself under the tent while it was pouring raining? Why was he asked to leave? Right? That's all I'm asking. Right? I'm telling y'all this right now. See, this type of shit right here, that could have went a whole different way. I'm gonna tell y'all why. He had a few people up on him. Imagine if somebody would have pushed him. Now this is a whole different situation. Just like that. He don't know what's gonna happen if somebody put hands on him. So how you think he gonna react? See how the whole situation's reversed? See how the whole situation's reversed? Think about what I said, right? Think about what I said, right? And they talk all this trash and they talk about, oh man, you guys are scary. Well, let me ask you a question, man. Was Trayvon Martin scary? The brother I just blocked your ass, you said, so why not fight? Why pull out a knife? Why didn't George Zimmerman fight? Why did George Zimmerman pull out a gun? I blocked your ass because you said that stupidity in the comment section. You just asked me, well, why didn't Karmelo fight, man? Why didn't he have... First of all, Karmelo Anthony has epilepsy, where he suffers from seizures, multiple seizures, and had to take medication, right? He had to get special clearance just to play the sports. Let's talk about that. You push him down some bleachers, he hit his head, you in a whole different situation. He accidentally have a seizure and pass away. Now what? See, y'all don't want to answer that question, but then you're going to say something else. You're going to come in here and say, oh, why not fight with your hands? Well, why didn't George Zimmerman fight with his hands? Why did George Zimmerman pull out a gun on an unarmed black man? I'm waiting on you. I would love somebody to answer that. Until somebody can answer that question, bro, don't y'all take shit from nobody, bro. When they keep coming with, why did he do that? Ask them, why did George Zimmerman pull out a gun on an unarmed man? Why a kid? Why he ain't square off and knuckle up? That's what y'all, you talking about a grown man versus a kid. Why he ain't knuckle up? Y'all don't want to answer that question when we put it in reverse. That's the problem. And that goes all the way back to what we were saying before.
You're not there to support nobody, so why are you there? Why don't you leave, you thug? You bully?
Why not leave?
Leave. Nobody wants you there. Go mind your business.
Well, we don't have to do that.
Angry and upset.
Yeah.
His family members over there.
Okay.
It's the family members over there. I told y'all this. So you go over there right after the verdict where all those people are angry and upset trying to get a viral moment, man. Man, y'all niggas gonna tell me. And then he go over there screaming, hey, man, it's a free country, man. Freedom of speech, man. Nah, man. They don't get you up out of there, bro. Because they know what type time you on. They know what you came to do, bro. I don't have no problem with the family being upset about that. Because at the same time, they wasn't inviting nobody else. Imagine if a black man tried to walk up to a tent full of white people if Karmelo Anthony was found not guilty. What y'all think would have happened? Jake Lang already told y'all what he was going to do. He said, hey, man, I'm going to stand on business. I'm going to stand on business. And if that comment section wasn't so racist, I would have showed y'all the comments they sent to the white dude. It's just too racist to put on YouTube.
You ain't got to explain nothing to this thug. You ain't got to do all that, sis.
Now, look, Look how she came over respectfully to that man. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Look how she came over respectfully to that man and talk with him. But they talk about black folk, they ain't got no control. They ain't got this thing. She went after he went over there and tagging her. And then look, he can't even look at her. He's still mad looking at them. See what I'm talking about? I peep all the energy, bro. I peep all energy. Look at his eyes, y'all. I peep all energy. He's still focused on them. They ain't even worried about him no more. They still back over there under the tent. He's still worried about them. He ain't even looking at her. He looking over there at them. Come on, man. Stop playing, man. Y'all act like y'all don't see this. Cut it out, bro.
Family members.
You're agitated.
Okay, cool. We'll come back. Yeah, you're good.
Look. Okay, cool. Listen what he said. We'll come back. Bro, this man said, we'll come back. This is how diabolical this is. So people tell you to leave him alone. He said, this is the hypocrisy of America. He said, all right, we'll come back. What you mean you come back? They asked you to leave him alone. Why in the hell would you see how mad they was that you was over there? Would you then say, okay, we'll come back? Unless you looking for trouble. Think about what I just said. Come on, bro. And that woman came and spoke to him nicely. And he told her that, okay, we'll come back.
All right, well, we don't have to go, but...
We don't have to go. Do you hear this? Lord Jesus have mercy on my soul. Do y'all hear this? So he go up effing with the Karmelo Anthony family. Then he talk about some, oh, well, we don't have to go, but Karmelo got to go, right? Come on, bro. Hey, yo, only in America, Jack. Only in America, Jack. This is literally prove our whole case. This prove our entire case. This man sat up there and told all y'all, oh, well, we don't have to go. This proves our entire case. There ain't nothing else to prove. Well, we don't have to go. What you mean you don't have to go? Oh, but Karmelo got to go. Karmelo got to go. Okay. You don't have to go, but Karmelo, when they tell him to get out, everybody say, why he didn't get out? But you said you're going to double back.
Family members.
You're agitated.
Okay, cool. We'll come back. Yeah, you're good.
All
right,
come back.
we don't have to go, but basically what you see here, the same problem you're going to see completely every single time is that people who support Karmelo kind of know he's guilty and he's going to go to prison.
See,
I would be kind of
Shut your punk.
He said that he wasn't on no side. This is a stone cold racist. He said he wasn't on no side. But didn't I tell y'all them people already had their mind made up out there? He said he ain't support no side, but listen to what he said. Boy, these people some goddamn liar, bro. It's some damn liars out here, bro. So you go messing with his family and then say that, and then y'all wonder why. Y'all wonder why they threaten the life of that boy. Y'all wonder why. Or not that boy, that man right here. Y'all wonder why they threaten his life.
Karmelo Anthony had been white, not only would he have not been convicted, there'd have never been charges. This is Old Texas Paul. Hope your coffee's as good as mine. Well, I hope it's better. I really do. Whole thing was a goddamn tragedy, and it was started by the kid that died. But if Karmelo Anthony had been white and the other kid had been black, these same people that are calling Karmelo Anthony a murderer would be celebrating him all over social media as standing up. Yeah. Young man, 14-year-old man by the name of Carmack Belton was his last name. Was chased down in South Carolina. Chased. The guy had to chase him and shot him in the back. Guy that shot him was white. Belton was black. That jury said self-defense because he was white. The only reason Karmelo Anthony was convicted was because we are a broken, fucking bigoted country, and Karmelo Anthony was black. Any other way you slice this, it would have been self-defense. We are that fucking broken.
Y'all see it. Y'all see it. Y'all see it. Y'all see it right there. Y'all see it, man. And he is right. It is an absolute divide in this country, and it's undeniable. It is an absolute racist divide in this country, and it is undeniable, ladies and gentlemen. Right? Undeniable. Right? It's crazy, man. Wow, wild word, man. And watch this, y'all. Remember when Derek Chauvin, the cop who did Trayvon, I mean, the cop who did George Floyd the way he did him? Remember when he got his sentencing? Look at the comments. This is the comment section to that video. This is the comment section of that video. These are the same people that's telling y'all this. Look, Derek Chauvin sentenced to 22 and a half years in prison for George Floyd murder. Look at the comments. Look at the comments, y'all. I wonder what O.J. Simpson is up to. Look at this now. Look at this. And again, RIP to Austin Metcalf. We don't accept no youth losing their life. But what you're not going to do is you're not going to have a racist system. We're not going to have this. It's not going to happen. And people are not going to say that. We're going to say something. I don't care who it is. Read the next comment. The judge wanted to have a house to go back to after the sentencing. That's why he gave him 22 years. The next one, right? The next one, right? Look at this. Look at this. Honestly surprised by the number of years. What do you mean surprised? He put his knee on the man's throat for goddamn how many minutes? How many minutes? Right? Look at this, y'all. Look at this. No justice in a broken country. They're saying that it's no justice because he got convicted. That's crazy. That's crazy, man. Sacrificial lamb to satisfy the social justice warriors. Read this stuff. So this was a response to him getting 22 and a half years for what he did to George Floyd. You didn't see any of the compassion. Matter of fact, they went out their way to demonize George Floyd. I'm just giving you facts. You know another fact I'm going to give you? You know another fact I'm going to give you? The DA, why he never had no charges against him? Or why was they never investigated? You got y'all tell me, in what workplace do you know, in what county that's prosecuting criminal cases, right? Do you have 6 women, 5 to 6 women accusing these guys of sexually assaulting, sexually harassing, quid pro quo, corruption, and don't have no police investigation? And there was a settlement paid out. Him, his assistant that was on the case, the assistant DA, Bill Werschke, accused of cussing women out, calling them bitches, whores, sluts, talking about whether or not this one was giving blowjobs. Yeah, all that's in the paperwork. These are the people running the case. The judge, go look up his history. We've already detailed that on this channel. Things he in his past, misconduct. He was found guilty of 2 charges of that. Right? Here's a settlement from the DA that's down there telling people, hey, man, this is the law. This is what I'm trying to tell y'all now. Peep this whole game. Now, I'm trying to show y'all from every aspect. Then you got Stone Cold Racist Boy that's sitting out there, right? That was sent out there to cause hell and bring havoc outside the courthouse, threatening the jurors. that if they didn't find a guilty verdict, that these dudes are going to take care of it themselves. Think about that. Think about what I just said. You got all these different elements. Then you got a lawyer who lives down there, so he got to deal with all of the backlash, and he got to deal with everything that come with this case because him and his family live down there. So if he win the case, he already know they're going to be on his helmet. Think about all these things I'm telling y'all. Right? I'm just saying. So when Megyn Kelly and all of these other stone cold racists come out, right? Megyn Kelly, she got more heat for Carmelo Anthony than she do for Donald. A little heat for Donald Trump. Donald Trump ain't been giving people trials. They've been taking out boats, taking out ships without even giving people a trial. They just tell y'all, oh, these people were shipping drugs. How you supposed to know? How are we supposed to know if you didn't even give them a fair trial? I want you to think about that. In America, you're supposed to give people a trial of their peers. Donald Trump is not even doing that. He's ordering hits on these different boats that's out here that's being put to smithereens and telling y'all they were trafficking drugs. Well, how do we know? We ain't even seen no evidence. It ain't even brought to a court of law. These are all facts. But they won't call that out. They have ignored all the Epstein situation. This is the top of the top. They have ignored all the Jeffrey Epstein smoke. They don't want no smoke with Jeffrey Epstein. Even though you got a sitting president of the United States of America that have been accused of the most heinous crimes, he denied every last one of them. Come on, man. I'm be honest with y'all. Right? Sean Hannity ran around here and was celebrating George Zimmerman. Matter of fact, wasn't Sean Hannity helping George Zimmerman raise money for his legal defense? Wasn't Sean Hannity from Fox News? How do you know Ticket? Because Ticket, I've been in this shit all this time. I used to watch that all the time. Sean Hannity sat over there on the Sean Hannity show. I think it was either Hannity and Combs or Hannity show at that time. And he sat over there and tried to help fundraise money for George Zimmerman for his lawyer. Matter of fact, let me make sure I get that right because I don't like to put out false information on somebody. Let me make sure I got that right. Did Sean Hannity help George Zimmerman raise money for a lawyer? I tell y'all this. I got photogenic memory when it comes to stuff like that because I remember that. I never forget that Sean Hannity did that because he had a show. Now listen. He basically what he said was he shouted it out. Now George Zimmerman, he set up his own website, right? Now, nobody's saying that Sean Hannity paid. We're saying that he helped raise money by shouting it out. Y'all need to remember all this. Y'all remember all this, right? I'm going to show y'all right here. Exactly. You hit the nail on the head. The massive publicity. Hold on, y'all. Let me put this on y'all screen. I don't miss at stuff like this. Exactly. You hit the nail on the head. The massive publicity from Sean Hannity acted as a giant megaphone for George Zimmerman's fundraising. I never forget it. I will never forget that. Sean Hannity was on Fox News. You talking about a news outlet. A dude that was convicted of murder, y'all. Of murdering a dude that didn't have no weapon. And you got Megyn Kelly, these people out here running their mouth. Act like I don't remember. I know all this. I remember that like it was yesterday from that case. Right? Period. Right? Period. And to the person who says, man, hey, look, you get your point. I didn't put anybody else down. Because, see, I've already told you guys. If you're not racist, I don't have a problem with you. If you are racist, I have every problem with you. Simple as that. Simple as that. And there is no other way around it. But look at what I said to y'all. The massive publicity from Sean Hannity acted as a giant megaphone for George Zimmerman. And I'm going to say it again. For George Zimmerman, fundraising. By giving George Zimmerman a massive, sympathetic national platform, Sean Hannity did the heavy lifting for the defense's PR campaign without ever having to write a personal check. Here's exactly how the publicity translated into millions of dollars. The $200,000 Fox News bump. Right before his first arrest in April 2012, George Zimmerman's defense fund was sitting at nearly zero. After Sean Hannity heavily covered the case and Zimmerman's side of the story on Fox News and the radio show, donations to Zimmerman's PayPal account exploded. Remember I told y'all that's why the boy's family should have got Cash App and PayPal? I told y'all that. They shut down the Give, Send, Go. But they let everybody donate to George Zimmerman's PayPal. They let them donate to George Zimmerman's other. So it's right here on the screen. After Sean Hannity heavily covered the case in Zimmerman's side, the story on Fox News and his radio show, donation to George Zimmerman's PayPal account exploded. He pulled in over $200,000. Point blank, period. $200,000. And to the person who says, you're getting sued for saying it, sue me, sucker. Because they were accused of sexual assault, sexual harassment, sexual misconduct. They were accused. In fact, they paid the settlement. Came to the party for the photos, show off my new outfit and show off my new chick. Bring it, dog. Let's go. I'm waiting for it. I want all the smoke. What they going to sue me for? For telling the truth? Sue me. Sue me. For telling the truth? When I got the paperwork? I can make it a paperwork party. Don't make me do that. Don't make me make it a paperwork party, dog. We can make this a paperwork party ASAP. Don't make me make it a paperwork party, dog. Because like I told you, dog, the one thing about me, you're going to learn this. Boy, I was never capping, boy. I was never capping. You know why I said that? I got the paperwork, dog. I got the paperwork, dog. They were accused of these things. See? Right there. Yep. Loving you is easy come. You're beautiful. Dootin' dootin' doo doo. Doo. Got the paperwork. Kim Prickle. Keith Hensley. Fallon LaFleur. Vakim Lay. Jane Doe 1 and Jane Doe 2 versus the Collin County, Texas, Greg Willis. Individually, Bill Worski. Individually. Oh, yes, sir. That is Collin County, Texas, Greg Willis. And that's the assistant DA that just helped prosecute Karmelo Anthony, Bill Worski. Come on and sue me, sucker. I got the paperwork. You ain't gonna be, hey, you ain't be like with the paperwork. They literally were not only accused of these things, it was a $1.7 million settlement that was paid. And there was no criminal investigation into these guys, even though I have all this paperwork right here to show you that these guys were accused of calling these women sluts, bitches, whores, talking about blowjobs. I got it all right here. Screaming at women, calling them MRFers. You think I'm lying? Think I'm lying, boy? Now, these were the people that they say are supposed to be handing down justice, y'all. These are the people. But they got these type of allegations. Look right here on your screen. So to the person who just said in the comment section, see, I don't have no reason to lie. Just because y'all didn't do y'all research, don't mean we didn't do ours. And shout out to the doctor for exposing them. The female doctor who came out, yeah, the beautiful sister who came out and exposed all their asses and said, hey, hold on, these dudes down here trying to act like they playing God Almighty, but they had these type of allegations on them just in 2023. It's right here. You don't see it? Once Mrs. Pickrell began reporting to Defendant Willis, he began to treat her differently from the male employees. He made unwanted sexual advances at Chief Pickrell, as well as routine and unwelcome efforts to flirt with her. In one of her first roles under Defendant Willis, she accompanied him to the Texas District and County Attorneys Association Conference. As the chief investigator, Kim Pickrell is Defendant Willis's head of security. Right? And now look at this, y'all. Look at this, you guys. Do y'all not see this? Talking about she accused him of saying go to the hotel. Look at this. Defendant Willis unexpectedly offered to leave the reception and accompanied her. Now this is how diabolical this shit is against them. She was married. She asked to call her husband. But D.A. Willis allegedly unexpectedly, he was accused of unexpectedly offering her to leave the reception and accompanying her to the hotel. But these are people that's supposed to be prosecuting Karmelo Anthony. And they telling y'all it's a fair justice. No, it's a two-tier system. Ain't that right, Jake Lane? It's a two-tier system, baby. Ain't that right, dog? And come get a load of this, boy. Come get a load of this. It's a two-tier system. It's a two-tier system, baby. Come on now. That what y'all say? That what y'all say? During those meetings, D.A. Willis sometimes moved from the seat behind his desk into the seat next to Mrs. Pickrell's in the seats facing his desk. This seating arrangement was tight and caused their knees to touch. On one specific occasion, he quote-unquote needed help on an electronic tablet or document located on his computer and invited her over to his computer area. Once she was in place, he began to stroke her hand with his hand. Quite frequently, he would give her full frontal body hugs while pressing her breast into his chest, rubbing her lower back with his hands and moaning. And he'd often remark about this married woman's body. Girl, you know you got a body, yaddy, yaddy. Where you get that little body, yaddy, yaddy. I just want to take you home with me. Come on now. But these are the people that they telling y'all is supposed to be prosecuting. They being accused of this stuff, but they supposed to be prosecuting somebody else. But you got all these type of allegations, which you denied, against you. It's 75 pages of this. Candace Matthews, that's right, Dr. Candace Matthews, stand on business. 75 pages of this. And they're going to tell y'all what's fair and what's not fair. Let me tell y'all something. Bro, if this is a black DA, a black assistant DA, they'd have had a whole investigation down there into corruption, sexual assault, sexual harassment, quid pro quo. I can keep going on. They would have had a full, thorough investigation going on down there. Y'all know I ain't lying. Period. Right. And Jonah Williams says, who cares? You'll care one day when you have a trial and you have people that's trying to prosecute you that got all kind of demonic allegations against them. It gonna matter then. And I'm gonna tell you something. You know what? God have a wonderful way of working in this world where he bring foolishness that you help perpetuate back to your doorstep. God have a wonderful way of working where he bring foolishness that you perpetuate right back to your front doorstep. He'll do it now. The man upstairs, he will do it. The foolishness that you perpetuate, he will bring it right back to your front doorstep. Period. I'm telling you this now, right? I'm telling you this. So you can keep saying, oh, who cares? Who cares? Okay. Okay. It ain't so fun one day when your ass is on the docket and you got a DA and a person that's prosecuting you that have been accused of everything except for being a child of God. Straight like that. And I told y'all this. You can look at all of the pages. They was accusing these men of calling these women whores, sluts, bitches, all that on the job, in the office. This wasn't no off the job shit, right? Talking about he got a no crime policy and all this. Look, it's all right here in the paperwork. It's all in the paperwork, right? Right? People was writing letters about this shit they was doing. They alleged that they was doing. You see this? No one rocks jeans like you. Look at all this. Look at all this. But these are guys who've been accused of this, and they tell y'all that they supposed to get a fair. Man, hell no. Hell no. And you have a settlement? Nigga, what else? We ain't supposed to be talking about nothing else. We're not supposed to be talking about nothing else, Playboy. Once they got a settlement, they can't prosecute me. We need a whole new, I'm going to say it again. We need a whole new venue. Period. We need a whole new venue. But I'm going to just leave it with the good brother right here. How we started it. I'm going to leave it with the good brother right here. And you said, the brother Jonah Williams said, who cares? Jonah Williams, I'm going to show you. You said, who cares, right? I'm going to show you who cares. This white man care.
If Carmelo Anthony had been white, not only would he have not been convicted, there'd have never been charges. This is Old Texas Paul. Hope your coffee's as good as mine. Well, I hope it's better. I really do. Whole thing was a goddamn tragedy, and it was started by the kid that died. But if Carmelo Anthony had been white and the other kid had been black, these same people that are calling Carmelo Anthony a murderer would be celebrating him all over social media as standing up. Yeah. Young man, 14-year-old man by the name of Carmack Belton was his last name. Was chased down in South Carolina. Chased. The guy had to chase him and shot him in the back. Guy that shot him was white. Belton was black. That jury said self-defense because he was white. The only reason Carmelo Anthony was convicted was because we are a broken, fucking bigoted country, and Carmelo Anthony was black. Any other way you slice this, it would have been self-defense. We are that fucking broken.
Like, share, subscribe. Hey, to the Texas Paul, man. Hey, bro. Salute, man. You know, I know it's hard to stand up and say that. You know what I'm saying? Especially in the world we live in, man. And RIP to Austin Metcalf, man. I don't condone, you know what I'm saying, the murder of nobody, period, but especially a no child, man. You know. But I also don't condone racism in America. I don't condone not having a fair trial. And I don't condone, you know, not having equality. I think we should have equality. Like, share, subscribe, everybody. You know what I'm saying? Say no to racism, man. Say no to bigotry on all levels.
Hey, we always appreciate the support, and if you guys want to do so, you can use the Cash App or PayPal links. They'll be in the description box below this video or pinned at the top of the comments. The top donators will be announced every month. All right, you guys, hope y'all enjoyed the video. Like, share, and subscribe. Make sure y'all cop the merch, and make sure that you get the weight loss formula. The links to that will be in the description box below this video. Check out our next video coming up right now.